Hey y'all, and welcome to Skyrim Scripting. On this episode, we're going to look at actual instances of scripts. By the end of this episode, you'll understand what that means. So, in the next couple episodes, I want to look at scripts in a little bit more detail. Obviously, this is Skyrim Scripting after all, and most of what we do is scripts. But like in the next episode, I want to show you how to use other people's scripts from other mods. And then in the following episode, I want to show you how to write your scripts so that other modders can use your scripts. And I tried to think of what don't you know? What don't you know that you should probably know before then? And this is what I thought of. I think knowing about script instances, and this will help you understand the pros and cons of global scripts and global functions over what I call instance scripts. This will probably help. Now, there's one tool that you're going to want in this episode, and that is, yeah, it will be big. Big. Let me rip it off from another Firefox in another window. You're going to want Resaver, because it's awesome. You're going to want to search for, like, Resaver SSE or something like that. Resaver SSE. And it should take you to Fallroom Tools. And once you get there and you go to the files, you're going to want to scroll down, and I don't know if the version of Resaver in this first file is as up to date as this one. No, this one was uploaded much more recently. So get Resaver from here. So get Resaver. You're going to want it. We're going to use it to open up save games, which may not seem like what we would focus on when we're thinking about scripts, but actually save games are probably the easiest way to see examples of your scripts running in action, because every time you make a save game, all of the scripts in the game, thousands of them, get kind of snapshotted, and they all go into that save game file, the ESS file. So just heads up, once you download this, it's a manual download. I'll go ahead and do it with you. It says it requires Java 8. You can just go ahead and download it and run it, because if you don't have Java 8 installed when it runs, it'll prompt you to download it. So just like extract this and run Resaver, it'll prompt you for Java, and it'll also ask you where to get saves from. It'll probably go straight to your My Games folder and ask you to browse to Skyrim Special Edition saves, but I don't recommend that you do that. What I recommend that you do is you go to your Documents, My Games, Skyrim Special Edition, Saves. These are all ESS files. Those are Elder Scrolls saves. Ignore the SKSE files if you have them. So double click on one of the ESS files, and when Windows asks you, hey, I don't know, I don't have a program, what program should I associate with this? You should browse to wherever you put the Resaver executable, and then whenever you click on an ESS file, you'll get this. Here's the screenshot from the save, and here's all kinds of stuff that we're gonna look through. Yeah, you'll understand why by the end of this episode. If you don't, post it down in the comments, but only after you watch the whole episode. Let's make a mod. As always, we make mods. What should we make? We're just gonna associate like some scripts and stuff with it. Hello mod is so basic and boring, but fine, I'll do hello mod. If you say so. I need to Twitch so that I can take recommendations from you. And as always, boot up the creation kit however you want. You don't need to use Mod Organizer 2. You do you, but you can use it too. Cool. Let's save just hello mod, and I want to make a couple things because I want there to be a couple scripts. I want like a script on an object. I want we can have a quest script and a player script. See where these things go. Let's make a new quest. Hello mod quest. And click OK as always, and then open it up. And we'll make a quest script and a player script in quest aliases, just to have some scripts. And we're gonna have these all have like little bits of data. So hello mod quest script extends quest. Go ahead and right click edit source, and we'll do something like this. I mean, you can make sure that it pops up. But let's also add a private field like int the number equals 42. Ooh, let's call it the answer, because it is indeed the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And then make a property. Make a property called like string property the string the answer text equals 42. And in here we're gonna set the, oh, we have to set the property in here. Maybe we'll make it auto. That's how it works. You can only set it up here if it's an auto read only property. At least that's been my experience. I could be super wrong, but that's been my experience. Let's go ahead and put this in the box and hit Control S to save. Cool. Do we really need a player script? No. Let's just add some scripts that have hello mod in the name to like some stuff. Ooh, let's open up Skyrim so that we can go places and load up other forums. Yes, save changes. I want to do something like in the last episode with the apples at the bee and the barb. I want to add a script to a form and see if we get instances of running scripts. This will matter. So I'm going to Riften, bee and barb. If you haven't been in here before, go to the last episode where we focused on forms and object. Set bread. Food bread O1A. Is this bread over here too? The same bread? I suck at this. I suck at this. Come on, give me the bread. I don't want the cursor. I don't want the cursor. I want the bread. Oh, I got the bread. Yeah, look at the forms and object references where we talked about those scripts. So I might associate a script with one of these breads. So we'll make a bread script for an instance of bread. So we'll say hello mod bread instance script. It's kind of long, but whatever. And it extends an object reference. And edit that. And I'm just going to put a value in there. I'm going to say like int number equals 42. Or like int some bread number equals 1, 2, 3. Something. And save. And now I'm going to edit the base of the bread, because there's at least 2 breads in here. And oh, it's bread. So I don't know how to associate a script with bread yet. I've tried that. I've tried that with food items. And I don't know how to get the script drop down to work. So let's do something else. All right, let's do chairs. Grab one of the chairs. We're going to edit its base form. We're going to add a chair script. Hello mod base chair script. We could add like on sit or whatever events, but we're just going to right click on it and we're going to edit source and we're going to just say like string. And if I spelled that right, it's so hard to see in this little thing. I never type in this little edit source box. String, oh, I've been big the whole time. Did I block anything? I've been so big. Did I block anything for you? You probably couldn't see the scripts dialogue for the quests. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me I wasn't down here? Why didn't you tell me? String, I don't know, chair text equals the chair. Whatever. It looks like this. Ta-da! I just want some variables on these things. And cool. Hit OK. Hit OK and save. These things are all called hello mod. Yeah, I don't care about that thing. Let's go into the game. Make sure that the mod is enabled. First, let's just go to like Riverwood. Make sure you got resaver. We're gonna want that in just a minute. Hi from quest script, so we know that that's running, which is cool. System, save, new save. Here, I'll make it look at the guy so you can see the thumbnail will match up. Save, new save. Now we're gonna go to our saves in Documents, My Game, Skyrim Special Edition, Saves. And just sort by date modified, and like here's the most recent one. Should have the thumbnail of the guy. It's got a thumbnail of the guy. And what you can do is in this top left box up here, all the way up there, do hello mod. It's really useful. This is another reason why all of your scripts and usually objects should have the same prefix. Ooh, this is cool. Sweet. Oh, dope. So here's the quest script. There's 0 references. Okay, there's 1 instance of the script. So if you go to script definitions, that's kind of like a, you know, like a form we talked about is the concept of something, and object references are the actual instances. Well, there's many instances of running scripts, and then there's the definition. So your script itself is the script definition. In this case, there should only be 1 running instance of the quest because there's only 1 quest to associate and attach that script to. But if you wanted to, you could reuse the same quest script on a bunch of different quests, and they would all have an instance of that script running attached to them. So if you go to the definitions and go to this hello mod quest script, it shows you that there's 1 running instance of the script running at the time of the save game. We can click there, and it'll take us there. Takes it to us. Don't look at this for a moment. You can see the answer is 42, and the answer underscore var is 42. Whenever you make an auto property, we looked at this in the properties episode. Though I don't think I told you how to get resaver, so I should go back to that description note. Ta-da! I'm gonna add a note to self to do that. Cool. In the property episode, I think we looked at the fact that what auto properties do is they make a full property for you. They add the getter and the setter, and behind the scenes, they make a variable called like colon, the name of your property underscore var is the actual variable. And so you can see the values of these things here. Super, super useful. If I haven't mentioned this before, when you're making a mod, if your users have problems, one of the greatest things you can do is ask them if they would be willing to send you their ESS files, their save files, because then you can actually open it up and look and see what the state of your mod's variables all were at the time of their broken save game. So you can already see over here that if we go to the share script, there's 43 running instances, and if you go to script instances, there's a bunch of chairs. They all have the chair text. And one of the things I wanted to do was see if this changes when we go into and enter and leave places. Because scripts can be garbage collected when they're no longer in use. I'm going to Riften, View, and Barb. Notice the bread wasn't there. I didn't see the bread script, did you?
The return of
So now I'm going to save
dragons is
we
not
save.
mere coincidence.
Now if we open up that save, we should see the bee in the barb as the little icon. Cool, here it is. And now let's look for Hello Mod again. And now there's 47 of the chair scripts. You might need to enter and leave places for those to go away. Didn't we associate script with the bread? Did you associate it? Did I do that in this recording? I didn't associate it. Did you associate it? I thought we associated it. I'm gonna go to, I double clicked on the bread. Is it that bread? It's supposed to be this bread. Maybe we just decided on the chair instead. I'm going to type hello mod bread instance script. It's right there. Mine didn't get associated because I didn't save it right. Cool. There it is. Save. Alright, I'll close all the dialogues. Fine. Jeez. Jeepers creepers. Save. I'm going to go back in to go to the rift in Bee and Barb. Be right there. I'm back.
People of Riften,
it said like
heed my
plus
words.
something a second ago. There's
Return
a bread.
of the dragons is
I'm
not
gonna save.
mere coincidence.
Yeah, shut up about the dragon. Shut up about the dragon. I don't care about you, dragon. Let's open this one up. There we are, looking at the bread. Hello mod. There we go. We got 3 script definitions, and there's 1 instance running of the bread. Ta-da! And it has a reference ID. I would not be surprised if this is the same form ID of that instance of the bread. It's attached to an object from Skyrim. I bet this is the object form ID. So here's one thing that you'll never see though. Instances of scripts, those helper scripts that we make all the time that just have global variables. What should we do? Let's change the bread script so that it calls some helper function that we put into like a utility script. I'm pretty sure we've done this, right? Where's my notepad? Give me my notepad. Oh, right. I wanted that. Let's do this. Got a bread number? Sure, whatever. Let's do event on activate object reference the activator end event. And we'll call some like global script. We'll call like hello mod dot do something, and you can pass the actual instance of this script itself, which represents the bread. It extends an object reference, so this actually has all the same functions as the bread. If you want to pass the bread to one of these functions, you say self. Self is like a magic variable that will pass the current thing. And actually when we say something like get object reference or get base object rather, that's actually shorthand for writing this. If you just write like a function, it's shorthand for calling it on self. But so let's just make a global function. We'll say do something self, and we'll pass the activator. So put that in your bread script, okay? And we'll go make hello do something. So we're gonna save this. Save it. It won't compile. So I'm sure I want to save. Because let's go make the hello mod script. Go up to gameplay. Papyrus Script Manager, right click new. This is how you make stuff that doesn't extend stuff if you want to do an integration kit. Say hello mod. We're just going to call it hello mod. You can call it whatever you want. A very common convention is hello mod util, my mod util. A lot of people have a my mod util script that just has a bunch of global functions in it. It doesn't extend anything. It doesn't represent the player or the quest or the bread or the chair. So make it, and then we'll search for hello mod in this little thingy. There's all of our hello mod scripts. You could use this to compile them, and you can use them to open it, but you don't get that little edit source box. You can only open it up in an external editor, which is kind of annoying. Here's my VS Code, but my VS Code sometimes gets angry when I do stuff like this. To hello mod, we want to make this do something function. So here's the code that is calling it, hello mod do something. So we're going to make a function called do something, which takes an object reference, that's the bread, and then an object reference, the activator. I'm saying the because I think there's something called activator. Make them big, it doesn't matter. Let's make it do something. It doesn't matter what it does. It could do something. It could kill you like we've done before. It'll take the activator as an actor because they are the player. That's who's activating the bread, and it'll kill them. Or it'll disable them, and you can say fade out. I don't know if you can disable the player. Whatever, we're gonna find out. So now once you edit it in Notepad or whatever you're using as an external editor, now you should be able to compile it. Cool, and now we can go back here and compile this one. Ooh. I forgot to make it global. Hello mod. Open an external editor. Function. Oh, everything's so big. Global. You need that. So it doesn't extend anything, and so it can only have global functions on it. It'll let you compile a non-global function, but you can't really use it. So compile and compile. Compilation succeeded. Cool. Now you can probably guess what we're about to do. We'll try it in game because it's fun to kill the player, but also because we want to see whether our global script is running. I'll see you at the bee and the barb. Okay, I kind of want to see what activating the bread does, but let's save. You pretty much know what's going to happen. First, I want to see what happens here. Does it work?
What do you think you're doing?
No, I guess you can't disable the player. When you disable other people and you say fade out, they're like fade out. It's really cute. But we saved, so let's go into the save. We should be looking at bread, and we're looking at bread, and we'll look for hello mod, and look at our script definitions, and you won't even see the global script definition there. It's not in the save game. None of those things are in the save game. So if you make all those global scripts, you can make as many of them as you want. Make 1 trillion of them. It's not going to impact the size of your save game. Those functions will only exist in your script files. It's in the compiled pecs that the game can call, but it's not put into the game. Now, why do I care? I guess because we're about to do a bunch of, we're about to download a bunch of other people's scripts. Some of them are global and some of them are instant scripts. We're about to make a bunch of our own scripts, and global scripts are one of the main ways that we will expose our interface to our the other mod authors who will be the users of our script. So, I don't know, this is kinda, you should know this. You gotta know this. You gotta know this. I don't know if this was the time to put it in the beginner basic series, but you gotta know this. And you definitely are going to want to go into your, here, I think it'll be behind me if I do this. Just go to an instance. Oh, there it is. It's right there. You're totally, for debugging at some point, going to want to open up your save games and see all of your properties. Now, I'm going to do an episode, I think it'll be a miscellaneous playlist, not this one, on like writing mods that are upgradable, that you can write some code to upgrade that mod. And one of the things we'll talk about will be properties. There's pros and cons to putting properties into your script, because once you put properties into your script, and whenever you make these instance properties, they're there forever. Ta-da! Although I'm pretty sure those script instances, they will die eventually. But the ones on like your quest instance, oh, that's going to hang around forever. Maybe even if you complete the quest, I think so. It's just there forever. I think those share scripts will go away. Could be super wrong. There's only 48 of them, and there's got to be way more than that in the game. So, and when we went to Riften, it added more chairs. I think as we go throughout the world, it's just going to keep attaching the script to more chairs. But I think those scripts eventually go away. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm still learning this stuff. Just like you. I'm just teaching you what I learn as I go along. A little bit after I learn it. So, I don't know. Put stuff in the comments. The next 2 episodes will be way more exciting. The previous one was kind of fun with apples that kill you. We had an apple of death, so forms and object references, that's a good one. Functions and properties, those are sweet. The next 2 ones should be dope, because we're going to use other people's scripts in our mods, and then we're going to make our scripts available to other mods. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. All right. Bye, everyone, and happy modding. All right, peace.